Happy Tuesday, folks. So, I'm gonna just jump right in, as I normally try to do. First off, let's get rid of this orange doodad in the back. Whoops, I do have two things to delete. I guess I do. I need to be able to see that a little bit better. There we go. So, okay, what I'm doing today is taking, the more and more I do these, relatively short form VR streaming sessions, I find they're very much like cooking shows. I've actually never been in a blank scene before. That was interesting. Unless that was a new blank default state, because a new version of Tvori just came out, I think yesterday, or new build. And there's some fixes. There's a locker, and I have yet to try this, so you might see me use this. So what I've done is lay side by side. What I'm going to attempt to do today is pretty high wire, because I don't know if I can actually pull it off. So you are kind of bearing witness to me sort of improving here. My plan is to actually rig this new friend for Ellie, which is an octopus, and yet right now she is all chopped up. I'm sorry to wildlife friends here and endangered species, and but sushi lovers may feel otherwise, and that's probably in poor taste. But having said that, these are all the bits and bobs of Octavia, the octopus. And I think I have almost everything here. Do you know what I just realized? I'm missing her irises. So that might be something I do afterwards. I don't want to go back and forth. I just look through all these, but these are all the pieces: ankles, foot. I mean, that's not what you call an octopus tentacle, but this just helps me because I'm referring to these parts right here. Now, I do not even think I'm going to bother with any of these pieces, unless for some reason it does make a whole lot of sense to do so. So let's do this. Let me actually, I want to make a duplicate just so I have sort of a backup. Now, my previous methodology, and it was really recommended by both Jeremy Casper, who is an amazing user of Tvori and animator overall, as well as the dev team, is to actually export the puppet rig. Just do a straight export of it as an FBX, and then bring it into a modeling program like Medium, which is where Octavia was indeed sculpted. And then from there, at least have my scale correct. Having said that, I think I still wasn't doing something oh so correct, because you'll see what I mean. If I bring in, let's bring in the eyeballs. They're giant. I mean, that's just ridiculous. So clearly I'm still not doing something correctly. I got it down to about 0.9. I think that was the correct. So at least I know the size of things. But even then, it's just too bad. And you can see where I may need to actually, use the locker tool at some point. And let me do something that I had in mind. I wonder if I could set material to be emissive. Yeah, there we go. That's exactly how I wanted it to be. So let's keep that where it is. So you can kind of see where this is going. I'm going to sort of draw piece by piece here what needs to be done. In fact, let me do this. I want to link this to the head. So you see, we have ourselves that. And my theory also is, I have a wonky theory that I'm wondering if I even actually need a rig altogether. Because when it comes down to it, for example, if I bring in my first ankle, sorry, I'm gonna have to, where are you? Ooh, you were nice and big. I said 0.9, yeah? Okay. 0.9, so let's say I put him right here, and it is gonna get a little bit more arbitrary as I go along, because obviously I don't have like a guideline I'm using. I could have actually exported, mind you though, what would be really smart for me to do now that I think about it, and I wonder if I still have it, is the original Octo body. Sorry, I'm just going to go through my files here really quick. I might not have it anymore because I did have a version of that body whole. And now that I'm, let me see here. No, I don't. I saved over it, I think. Or I may have. See, this is already like. Let's see. I think it's still in here. Yes. Yes. Let's rename that. It's still in here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull that into my. Hold up. Let me just find my documents. Sorry, I really should have had this better prepared, but I kind of was doing the best I can today. No, so this goes in stuff. So this is where, so I created a folder just for Octavia. I should have done that for Ellie as well, but I'm just getting more and more used. Okay, how do I do this without, let's pull this into the desktop first. Why don't we do that? That way I'm not screwing anything up. Okay. You'll see what I mean once I bring it in. That way I have sort of a reference model to work from. Octavia whole. That's so original. Okay, so we'll bring that in there. See if that shows up. Apologies for the technical difficulties. So let's bring her in so that way we have at least something to pull off of. So that means, oh wow, it came right in. Beautiful. Hello there. So you see what I'm saying? The iris is, oh, see, that's so interesting. You came in at the right size, but not the parts. I'm not going to worry about that for right now. We're just I'm going to have to sort of go piece by piece here. So here's my question. If I link, say, to this, right? Everything comes along for the ride. So from that point of view, I could technically make a rigless version of Octavia. But my thing is I still want to try this via rig, because as you can tell, if I am really using the rig, there's just a lot more movement. So even if I get some leg movement in there, whatever that looks like, it's just, for example, that if I even get a little bit of that and I attach the rest of the legs, you're really hearing me talk about this out loud. So let's do this. There's a reason why I kept one over here, because just in case I need some sort of backup, or I approach it very differently. Again, I'm not going to try to make this too long of a, let me do this first. Let me start breaking links up, because I'm going to delete as much as I can from this and then go from there. And then we're gonna start mapping objects on top of this. I don't want to delete all of it. Okay. Delete. Let's actually select several of them. Let me use this the way it should be used. There we go. I didn't take these. The hip bone connects to the, oh, now it connects to the neck bone. All right, so let's break that link. So what's cool, right? You get to actually see the physical IK structure underneath. Oh, I don't want to do that, do I? Break the link first, Kevin. There we go. So very important. Always break the links first, or else you are actually deleting the IK itself. Very, very important. How come I can't see you? There we go. So get all the doodads together there. Let's delete all. There we go. Again, break link. And we are saying goodbye to you. The neck. I feel like I did not do due diligence with the neck the last time. I don't know why I say that. So there we have it. You have yourself a full naked rig you can see what I did here. Let me break the link to that. Let's move you over a little bit, Octavia. Okay, so we are going full experimental here. So if I put you over, because I kind of roughly set it up, right? Oops, keep on doing that. If I roughly set it up to be, I'm going to line you guys up just slightly, so that way I have some sort of reference for scale. I'll bring it down a little bit, because in my original, I was kind of having it right over the legs here, and we are going to see if this works. Where is the head? There we go. That's what I want. So if I have the head, okay, that's all mapped. And this goes here. And let's also bring the other one in. That's 2. Again, it's too big. I know we all know this, but I know that it goes down to roughly 9. It's on the upper edge of that 9, isn't it? So, interesting, right? Because now it's a little further away from where it should be on the leg. What happens if I connect you there and here? I want to just see how this feels. Oops. This is not setting up. Interesting. So I'm going to continue going on my merry way here, because I am really concerned for how this feels over time. Oh, that's interesting. That connects to that, but not to the right leg. Why is that? And the head is not necessarily pulling its weight with it. The pelvis almost seems like its own entity. Okay, let's continue. I want to continue this, especially where the feet are concerned, because maybe that'll be... So where are the footsies? Foot 1. It's funny how they come out of the floor like that. Okay. It's roughly the same size. Could be a little bit bigger. Yeah. And remember, you can, after the fact, that's why there is this lock symbol. After the fact, you can lock these. You can, meaning nothing is ever truly locked. You are not actually linked to that. There we go. That's why. See, now my curiosity is whether is it smarter to have linked that ankle to this part here or not? See, these are things I don't know about. And is it smarter to attach the head? Say if I break the link now, right? Is it smarter to attach it to somewhere in the middle where it might make more sense? See what I'm saying? There's a kind of a center of gravity thing happening now that could have a bit more control for me. Again, it's hard to say. And then this will be really interesting. Should I set things to the arms? Should I set to the sides? They're a little too far apart. But it does do interesting things with the body again. So you just have to understand I'm doing something very unorthodox here. So, but you know, that's why they're called experiments. so far it's going a little bit better than I thought, but mind you, I haven't gotten past the 2 limbs, so I don't want to get too cocky about this. I really just want to see if it works on some fundamental level. Am I able to get her to... See, this is the whole point of... this is what I was trying to do with the medium object, meaning exporting the puppet tool as a medium object, is to save us having to do this scaling up and scaling down, sort of approximating, bringing in a model, which is, by the way, not bad. It's great because once I can sort of match this, at least I know I'm in the ballpark. So wait, this is, I'm gonna make sure that's open so we can see the IK. Set link to, so there we go. Yeah, that's good. Now, are you no longer? Okay. Okay, that's good. I've sworn I set that link earlier. Okay, so everyone's good, yeah? You're good, you're good. I'm going to continue along with the rest of the limbs, so this might be a little tedious, but just stick with me, okay? Well, you don't have to. You can just fast forward. Hold up. What am I looking for? Angle 3. I did this in a counterclockwise motion, so if I did this right, it should be all good. And I have my reference next to me, so we should be good. Yeah, slightly bigger. Yeah, it was on the edge of being a 1 there. It's kind of fun reconstructing her. There we go. So that's good. I'm just going to keep on going and then worry about the rigging to the head after the point, or to some other part of the body. That might be actually really interesting for me to... So the head now is somewhere here, yeah? And maybe these are attached to the pelvis. Foot 3. I don't want to lose my place, so let me just continue going here. And as you can see, I can't obviously make really seamless, totally seamless parts. Meaning the limbs themselves. That's just not the way this is going to be, you know, like I can't like, and if I did, it would look really odd when it breaks. So it is kind of a very stylized look, but I like it. So let's start turning you around a little bit. So you kind of see what's going on, yeah? It's a little bit, they're a little off from each other, limb-wise, but should work. I know it's looking very calamari-like here. I had this thought the other day that as you study cephalopod intelligence and the fact that it just seems like they're toying with us as human beings, it's just so damn smart. Almost alien-like, actually, if you want to imbue them with that. Sorry, I'm just looking at both sides here. Maybe that's spun. That's not bad. Is that I wonder if calamari get short shrift as a result. I mean, I don't know. Is there any sort of relationship there that... Okay. Maybe the less said about that, the better. We're constructing Octavia here, and I don't think she wants to hear about all that. And if it's not obvious to you by now, she's pretty sassy, and so she's gonna tell you how she feels. Is what I'm saying to you, which I love. I love that in a woman. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, Kevin, you can count. Where's ankle 5? Where did I put ankle 5? There you are. Okay, we don't have to get too precious yet. Yeah, it comes off a little bit from the edges. And you know, obviously I can use the Google tool to sort of the Gizmo tool to sort of help me a little bit, but you know, I can't be punching in numbers and stuff like that. So it's going to be imprecise no matter how I really work it. There you are, ankle foot 5. I'm really glad that you can put these things in folders, by the way. I don't take that for granted in VR that you can do that. As these tools become more streamlined over time, you know, and I come from sort of working in a production pipeline where naming conventions become extremely important, especially across teams and especially across the world. Those type of things you absolutely must keep in mind as devs and artists alike, or any kind of creatives actually. 6. Why does this look weird? Am I not? Is it? Why does it look like it's the other way? I guess that's right. If you're curious how I constructed Octavia in Medium, it was almost all done with 2 tools, at least for the base sculpt. It was 2 stamps, I mean, well, the base primitives at least. It was circle for head and pill for all the tentacles. And from there, it was the beautiful move tool in action. Foot 6. You are a size 0.9, as everybody can see. Okay. I'm moving along faster than I thought I would. So at least, and it's also because I probably spend a better part of an hour. Wish there was an easier way to do that, but you know, in Medium, you really do have to go piece by piece by piece. So that means I'm erasing, I'm undoing in order to get a full set of Lego pieces to work with. Cool. Wait, why does that seem a little off? Yeah, it's not going to be symmetrical. One more to go after this. Good news for all of us. And I don't think I'm going to have much more. I'm not actually going to animate tonight. What the purpose of this is to see how far I can go with rigging Octavia, and giving her, you know, some life in that regard. I think that will be the victory tonight if I even get that far. So baby steps, always baby steps with these things, especially with, you know, sort of whole new frontiers of. Oh, what I really like about Tvori is that they're Tvori. I really feel like I'm always pronouncing it incorrectly because it is. I think it is a Russian. It's a Russian dev team and it's a Russian title. So let me exercise what little Russian I know. Okay. Здравствуйте, здравствуйте, привет. Меня зовут Kevin. Очень приятно. And all I have said right there is hello. I've said two different forms of hello, I think. One's a very formal hello. The other is a very informal hello. Привет. And I said my name is Kevin. Probably figured that out. And I said, nice to meet you. Yeah, I know weird things like that where I'm just... I know, what else do I know? Malchik, which is boy. I don't know girl, though. I don't know why that is. I know things like Sabaka, dog. Malchik и собака. Da, Davrish. Yes, comrade. Okay, that was good. Sorry, it felt like that one was slightly off somehow. That's why I'm kind of overly... Because you really see these one up front, so I can't screw that up. Okay. Whoops. Wait, why does this seem wrong? This is wrong. This is not a foot. There you are. My bad. See? Good thing that's the last one, because I'm getting a little bit batty. I haven't even rigged it yet. Not fully, at least. Okay. Let's make sure we're kind of there. So Octavia's going to be a little scary tonight, because I don't have the irises. So just excuse the fact that she has... You know what might help? She does have eyelash. Oh, she has eyebrows. That's good. Let's bring the eyebrows out. Hey. There we go. Ooh, nice and big. Okay. Okay. Wait. Something about this isn't right. In fact, what I think it is that... Or is it meant to be this way? Yeah, there we go. Better. Well, I love the glowing eyes. It's more Cthulhu-like now than ever, but it's kind of what she looks like in the original too. So I just need to get her irises back in. But she's relatively almost there. Almost there. Where are her? Oh, that's weird. Her eyelids didn't come over. Oh, unless... Aha. I knew you were somewhere. So, let's bring you back down to size. And... The eye, let's make sure it comes off a little bit. I think this is still a bit big. Whoops. See, this is why they create the lock tool, so that there's not too much overlap when I'm selecting something. You can tell this is a pretty delicate piece of the puzzle. See, I'm now moving just that. And it needs to be a little bit bigger. She looks so sleepy right now. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to make sure we link you to the head. That way, we don't have any troubles. There we go. So you're going to be pretty sleepy for now, my dear. But you understand what needs to be done now. So let's put away the shelf, because that's only going to get in my way. And also, I don't think we need you right now. We don't need you right now. Oops. We don't need the reference anymore. We're good there. And I don't think we need you either. I want to focus just on you. So we have rigged these pieces. The central, I treat this as the body. And then what I'm going to Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna link all the lower limbs to their upper pieces first. That way I make sure that I'm not losing any children along the way. If that makes any sense. Whoops. Right, so if I move this, we know where that's going. So we go, oh, there. Wait, did that go? Cool. It's nice because it actually does, if you roll your thing over, hold up. Actually, I don't think that did do what I wanted it to do. Hold up. Good. Oh, why are you so off your rails there? Okay. We're gonna link again. Now you can tell it's a little off base when I do that, but oh, how funny, because this, of course, is still associated with that foot. So now what I'm going to do is, I think for the sides, I'm going to, so this is where I'm not sure if I'm going to do the right thing or not. Hold up. So let's take this off. I'm going to link to, where is that pelvis piece that I saw earlier? Okay, so this is telling me, it's showing me that the whole, yeah, I want to try something. I want to try this. I don't know if that's foolhardy, but I want to try it regardless to see how that, so again, link. What happens if I do this? Okay. I'm actually pretty nervous doing this for some odd reason, and I shouldn't be. I mean, you know, we're all just having fun here. But I kind of want to see how much I can get away with just linking to parts of this. And you know what I should be doing, actually, more than anything else, is I should be saving. I haven't saved once. And that is, you know, I talked about workflow earlier. That's a no-no. I don't know. I want to save this. Oh, here we go. I'll rename that later. So there you are, right here, Small Sky. I like that they have their own arbitrary names. I don't know if there's going to be a plan to actually be able to, would I be able to rename them? No, I can't right now, can I? Anyways, it does do a lot of backup saves, which is nice. Ooh, the back of the eyelids are showing weirdly there. I can always fix that later. So where was I? I think I was on this. So, see, that's bad. So I saved, but I don't remember. You know what? I should lock down. For instance, let's test this out while we're all doing this. I should lock down this floor. Can I do that? Yes. Ooh, how do I? What does that do? What does that do? What am I doing? Does this unlock it? Yes, unlocks it. Okay, got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. Good. Okay, that's right. So when it's glowing white like this means I am not in danger of, it's locked down, is what that means. Ah, let me test something while we're on this. What happens if I start playing with various bits here? So, for instance, it's a little off, it's a rocker, but kind of works. And then if I'm moving the legs, what happens here? Oh, that's crazy. So to be very careful with the legs. I can push back a little bit, but forwards it loses its traction. That's right. This doesn't connect to anything. So mind you, we are not beholden to this rig being the way it is. I can still change it up on the fly. Hola, I'm streaming right now. Uh, no, I'm live streaming my Octavia right now. So you want to say hi, you can say hi, but huh, interesting. Oh, that's one thing I really should do. That's easy enough to do. Let's get you. Oh, not yet. We need to unlock you. Good. So it doesn't probably do me any good to. Where are you now? Where are you hooked up to? You are hooked up here. I know that much. But how easy is it for me to access that? Apologize for me just talking out loud here. But I'm really wanting to just test everything out in a way that makes the most sense. And I'm not sure if this makes the most sense. Whoa, that's crazy. Yeah, that's a little much. Yeah, those should not be on the same pulley systems. That works a little bit better. So, you know, obviously with an octopus motion, it's all about streamlining. They're very graceful. They're dancers as far as I'm concerned. So to be able to undulate, to get some undulating motion, a lot of that might just be something I manually do. But I'm trying to work with this rig in such a way, which it's not made for. It's not made for an 8-legged creature. I am just trying to explore the limits myself. So for now, you know what I'm going to do to not overcomplicate things, especially for these back limbs, is to just link to the head. Just link to the head, not make it overly complicated. Maybe the first 4 limbs are where I kind of do the experimental stuff. And, oops, that's missing it. Oh boy. See, this is what's good why I saved. Hold up. What happened? What happened? Okay, good. You know what I'm gonna save? Because I think I just broke it. I just managed to break it. Let me start. Yeah, let me not continue on this scene. I might even just start over. Ooh, boy. Let's quit the app and then I'm gonna come back in. I'm gonna come back in. Still here. Okay. So I got, as you saw me, I got about halfway through before I started breaking things. And I think that's very normal in something like this. So, no one freak out. Where are you? Small sky, great. The reason why there's less things here is because when the program was open a little bit earlier. Oh my, what is that? Oh, things are missing. Things are missing. See, I need to be careful what I'm doing here. So, ankle 7, and thankfully it's only ankle 7. So let's see if we can bring ankle 7 back. So again, Octavia, ankle 7. Nope. Oh, no. You are missing altogether. Okay, let's see what's happening. Now, the great thing about this, so I'm going to quit out. The great thing about this is I'm wondering how the replace feature works. I'm going to grab ankle 7. Let's see if it even is, if it literally disappeared. Yeah, it disappeared. So always keep backups of your, I mean, I think you guys know this, common sense, yeah? So I have this back in my medium sculpts. I have an Octavia Tvori. I even saved out 2 different versions of oops, no, I just want to copy you. That's all I need you to do. Come back into where I was with Octavia. Paste that back in. I think I'm going to count all her feet and footsies and ankles and all the good stuff. Yeah, cool. I might describe this later, but not now. Let's just work with what we have. Okay, that's what I'm listening to, by the way, if you can even hear it. Now I'm really curious whether or not Tvori will actually replace. If so, we'll be in good shape. Oops, make sure I don't block the screen here. Okay. Hey there, camper. Hey there, camper. All right, let's do this. Let's get back into small sky. Yeah, it's beautiful. See? So that worked really nice. We know that replaced feature was cool. So always save and archive. Big lesson there. So that saves me a little bit of time, yeah? Oh. What is happening? It's kind of freezing up on me here. Come on now. Come on back. I wonder if ankle 7 is I'm wondering whether or not it's corrupting it somehow. I can't figure out why. Yeah, I think I crashed it one more time. All right. Well, folks, you saw me get as far as I humanly could with, varied amount of success. I would say there's definitely some things I need to work out and figure out on my own. But that was kind of fun to sort of... Oops, what's happening here? It's not responding. Yeah, I've crashed. And by the time you see Octavia next, hopefully she'll be in better shape, and I'll have figured out a way to sort of work with her. My intuition says that I can probably play with the 2 rigged feet and the head and perhaps the pelvis, but when it comes to the other parts of the body, I am going to be parenting all the rest of the limbs, the 4 to 6 limbs, to her body. And that's just the way life has to be. Okay, so I will see you all later, and have a great night. Take care, y'all.